Hi guys, it's me Lewis, and today I'm here to do a little rant video on people losing their shit over the recent game that came out over the last couple of days ago, especially during the time of this recording, Pragmata. Which yes, even though the title of this video says otherwise, just want to make it very clear right now. This has nothing to do with me ranting over the game itself. Just want to make that abundantly clear. Now, during the last couple of days, we have seen, obviously, the success of Capcom's newest IP, Pragmata, skyrocket after 1 or perhaps 2 million copies have been sold over the last couple of days. And that stems from the fact that there's been a recent viral clip that went around involving the main character Hugh and the AI child Diana having a very wholesome father and daughter relationship. But of course, many gamers like myself would definitely embrace that, because obviously, you know, being a dad is possibly one of the biggest joys any man could ever have, especially those who have common sense. But unfortunately, certain people on social media aren't taking too kindly to that, and they're losing their shit over the fact that its successful relationship between the two characters actually resonates with said gamers. So where exactly, and I mean, where exactly is this problem coming from? Well, of course, as you may know, social media is basically a toxic hellhole, as you may know for certain, and individuals on Reddit and Twitter, mostly Twitter, right, I would say, are going on this crusade to try and call anyone a PDF file, simply because they actually enjoy a game involving two characters actually bonding, right? And the more you start digging into these individuals who are losing their fucking shit over this, it's clear as day, and I mean, it's very fucking clear as day, that these are miserable fucking bastards who will never, ever in their entire lives find any source of happiness in their lives. And what do I mean by that, you may be asking? Well, it's very simple, really. Because every single fucking time, right, this is a repeated pattern that I'm very glad that multiple people have started to notice of them, myself, of course, is that so many of these miserable pricks who are going out of their way to fucking, you know, call anyone any certain buzzword, or call them a PDF file, or just overall going off on an unhinged rant because a virtual fucking reality involving two fictional characters having a beautiful, wholesome moments together practically shows you that they have severe mummy and daddy issues. One example I can give is Mary Morgan, because recently she pulled the exact same similar stunts, where she's basically claiming that, you know, all men are PDF files when it comes to children. This is the reason why we have female teachers and all that shit, yada yada yada. And stay-at-home dads are a bad thing and all that type of bullshit, right? But here's what you gotta understand, right? People like her, as I mentioned, are showing their true colors for once. And finally, this game fucking broke them. It basically opened up a door for people to look at and say, oh shit, people like Lewis have been right for years. These are individuals who have severe mummy and daddy issues. They're sexually frustrated. And have no sense of capability of trying to actually function in society. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock, because again, these patterns were obvious as day. People should have saw this a mile away. And if I'm going to be honest with you, pieces of shit like that don't deserve to have fucking kids, because they put themselves in this psyop mindset where they believe that they need to work a 9 to 5 dead-end corporate job that doesn't even fucking pay well, and they need to type away on a fucking Microsoft Excel keyboard 24/7 until they die of old age. That's literally what they've turned themselves into. And again, this all links back to the fact that mummy and daddy were either the fucking problem in their life, or the son or daughter who's probably losing their minds over this fucking game were the fucking problem within their relationship with their fucking parents, right? That's the whole premise of what's going on here. when you see an actual PDF file who's in fucking prison, right, and he starts fucking boasting about the fact that he was like, touching kids before he got locked up and all that shit. Every fucking inmate in there would slash his fucking throat, and to be honest with you, I would do the exact same fucking thing. Do you want to know why? Because again, I don't have kids of my own, but you know something? I am an uncle. I have 3 fucking nephews. And I'm not even afraid to even go to prison to murder any fucking sick bastard who lays a fucking hand on them. Believe you fucking me. If I ever found out about that shit, I would lose my goddamn mind. Every man resonates with this game because of that very reason as well. They want to protect that child from any source of danger, whether it's from a creep or any fucking natural disasters or any like really fucked up situation that's going on. They want to protect that child tooth or nail, robot or not, because it's part of our fucking primitive programming. Because our fatherly instincts kick in just like that. And you gotta understand something, right? This is the most important thing of being a dad, right? You need to make sure that your kid has proper guidance, right? Even if they may disagree with it, that's totally fine. You gotta make sure that your wisdom works well. You gotta make sure it actually sticks, so your kid can look at that and go, "Oh shit, maybe my dad was right about this. Maybe I should actually take upon his advice." And eventually they will start to fucking heal. But unfortunately for these people, on the other hand, they didn't heal. They kept on going down and down and down and down and down into this fucking spiral of degeneracy, because they truly convinced themselves that not only working in a dead-end corporate job that's making them fucking miserable to the fucking core, right? But the fact that they have tons of women out there, which you can tell for a fact want to be mothers, but they can't, because one, they treat men like shit. They know for a fact they have destroyed their own bodies by making themselves look fat and ugly as shit with nose rings and multicolored hair, throwing the whole tangent of all men are bad, us women are good, and finally, this game broke them. It fucking broke them mentally, because they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle the happiness, the joy of some fucking character acting like a dad to a child. Like, do you see where I'm coming from here? This is like one of the main steps to healing, right? Because yes, we're seeing more and more women coming out and admitting faults for joining this fucking cult of lunacy, right? And finally they are realizing that maybe settling down with a man and having his child isn't so much of a bad thing. Maybe I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Maybe I actually want to cook and clean, right? Maybe I actually want to, live that type of lifestyle where I have children that love me and as I love them back, right? Like, is that not so fucking hard to ask? I can't be the only one thinking that, right? I can't be the only one thinking that going back to the whole nuclear family phase was the right idea all along. Because the strong independent women shit has failed. It hasn't worked. It never has. It never fucking will be. Because every single time a woman does that, they end up miserable and alone, right? And they know for a fact they're going to live alone, die alone, right? Sure, you've got women who, like as mentioned earlier, are healing from this. But then, of course, you've got the large majority of them that know they are never going to have kids in their lives. In fact, take a look at this classic meme right here.
No eggs. Empty egg carton. You don't have any eggs. No eggs. Empty egg carton. You don't have any eggs.
What this meme is basically implying, right, is that women are getting older, right? Especially my generation and Gen Z, right? Because they are getting older, right? And the fact the fact that this meme was not only a prediction, it was also a warning to women out there. It was letting them know that your eggs are gonna fucking dry up as you get older, and when they do, that's it. You are fucked. You can never ever have kids ever again. And I seriously doubt adopting said child is gonna make a difference. Because you want your kid to be your own flesh and blood, right? And it's genuinely sad to see that. It really is. But at the same time, this is one step close to healing. Even though not all of them are going to stick with this. Because eventually these women who don't want to be fucking healed, when they get older, they will realize, and I mean they will fucking realize that they've been sitting there for almost 40 to 50 years in their lives, right? As they reach that elderly phase, they will look back at this and go, oh fuck, I've destroyed my own fucking life, didn't I? And people like us have been trying to warn them for years, and guess what? They didn't fucking listen. That is why sometimes you should let nature take its course for them to feel that horrific punishment that they so rightfully deserve. And every fucking person who is freaking out over Pragmata, due to the fact that there is a family relation going on between both characters, again, you don't deserve to have fucking kids, because you are a literal piece of shit. I'm sorry, you are a miserable bastard. You really fucking are. Okay, guys, that's all I have time for, so don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what are your thoughts on the whole scenario regarding the Pragmata drama. Do you like the game? Do you think it actually resonates with the whole wholesome moment of the fatherly-daughter relationship? Do let me know in the comment section. Okay, guys, peace out.